the share there. I will upload the link to that PowerPoint presentation so that you guys can download it and do what you want with it. But it's a great sharing tool and strongly suggested if you're doing a shake and share event. Okay? All right. How are we doing on time? Let's see. 9:03. Okay. I'm going to turn it over now, guys, to our guest presenter this evening. Justin Amon is a diamond coach on our team who signed up on March 26th. That's when he became a new coach. And in April, in his first month as a coach, he hit Success Club 26. You know, and that's almost unheard of for a new coach to come out of the gates so fast. And it kind of turned our heads and was like, wow, you know, who's this guy? And the thought was maybe there was some beginner's luck there. Well, in May, Justin achieved Success Club 21. So there's no doubt that this guy is doing everything that he's supposed to be doing in terms of the 3 vital behaviors and then some. And I'm happy to say that earlier this month in June, he achieved the rank of diamond in just over 2 months of being a coach. Again, it's very unusual. So I invited Justin on here this evening to speak to us about what has he done to make that happen. And then we can also open it up to any questions of him that you guys might want to ask. So with that, let me mute Greg and let me unmute Justin. Okay, bud, you're live, man. Thanks for being here again.
No problem. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good. Justin?
Yep.
You're good, bud. We can hear you. So yeah, you know.
All right.
So you become a coach March 26th, and how did you go about achieving 26 Success Club points in your first month? You know, what was it that caused that to happen? Justin, you there, man? This is.
I didn't hear you cut out completely.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you at all.
Yeah, we're not hearing you either. Try now. Keep going. The question that I had asked. Let me ask the question again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right. So the question that I had asked was, you know, you signed up as a coach on March 26th. And in your first month, in April, you achieved Success Club 26. It's, you know, even veteran coaches would look upon that as just an unbelievable month. And you did it in your first month. So just kind of share with the team what has led to your success.
Sure. So, you know, even before I became a Beachbody coach, I had developed my fitness page. So I had already established myself as someone within the fitness world, I guess, motivating people towards a healthy, active lifestyle and such. So when I became a Beachbody coach, it actually expanded my offering, so to speak. I now had a more of a service, something sustainable for people that I could offer them. So I really jumped into Coach Basics. I got started even before Coach Basics with familiarizing myself with the website, the quick start guide and so forth. I wanted to get a head start and really, you know, get the ball rolling, so to speak. So that was really key for me, is to really get into Coach Basics, educate myself as much as possible about the business. But having already established myself and people coming to me for motivation and such, I was able to parlay that into the challenge group that I started for T25, learning invitation process, and really just keep that going. So definitely some good timing, but just a continuation of what I had been doing.
So let's go back to that. So you had been doing something, because what you were doing is the basis for coach success. Justin had just already been doing it naturally. He started doing the things that successful coaches build themselves up to do. So he'd already been doing it. So what exactly were you doing using Facebook that caused you to become this quote unquote inspiration in fitness, or somebody that people were going to listen to and follow when you invited them?
Sure. So at first, at the beginning of the year, I run. So I started running last year. So at the beginning of the year, I started a run challenge. So I invited people to join this group, and we commit to run at least 1 mile every day for the entire year. So that started it. And then from there, I decided to do something fun to try and get people active. So I think I started a burpee challenge. I do Spartan races, so burpees are a big component of Spartan races. So I started a
See, the theme is failure and disaster. That's what the theme is. So this is perfect. Everybody clap. We're failing. We're failing. Justin, we can't hear you, man. All right. I think it's the signal on your end. I don't know why you're broken up, Justin. I don't know if you're hearing me, but we can't hear you. All right. Sorry, guys. Well, that just continues our our failures tonight. The point that Justin's trying to make is that, hey, man, did you come back in on another channel? Justin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here now.
What's happening? Are you at a bad spot?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm in the spot I was before.
Okay, keep going.
Definitely the
You there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I started a run challenge. That was going good. I started a burpee challenge. From there, I decided to take it separate from my personal Facebook page. I created a fitness page. So I was getting a lot of followers coming over, and just started doing like daily, motivational posts and stuff like that, things to get people more active and thinking about their health. I started an ad challenge that was a 30-day ad challenge that it's funny because it's the same thing as the challenge groups. I started it. I didn't invite anyone, and people saw I created the event, so they joined. One of the proponents of doing the ad challenge was each day you post when you're complete and such. So what happened is everyone was seeing people partaking in this ad challenge. So then new people joined, and it ballooned to over 900 people were doing this challenge. And I didn't invite one single person to it. It started, people became involved, and it just grew from there. So I had, in essence, been doing challenge groups before I even became a Beachbody coach. I was obviously familiar with Beachbody and such because that's what I had used to get myself back in shape. A couple of years ago, I started with P90X and had done T25. So it was definitely good timing, but a lot of the things that I had been doing as part of being a Beachbody coach before I even became a coach. So when I first joined and hearing about what being a coach was about, I was obviously very excited because I had a large following of people that, I could reach out to and such.
That's awesome, man. And so you had the following established already because you were running, call it, these free fitness challenges, and you had created a fitness page and people liked the page. And so when you put up some kind of contest, burpee challenge, ab challenge, whatever it was, it's just all these people jumped on and started doing it because it was free.
Sure.
And you were providing them with daily motivation and support, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So from there, you embrace the Beachbody programs. And guys, like what he's done, it's kind of like he had already figured out what Beachbody has been teaching us as coaches to do, but he wasn't embracing the Beachbody programs. And all he did was turn his focus to the Beachbody programs to hit the kind of numbers that he's seeing. So Okay, so Justin, you did that, but how did you go about successfully signing up, call it 10 coaches, I think it was 10 or 12 coaches that you've signed up since you became a coach? How do you talk to people about the opportunity? What is it that you've been saying to get them inspired to go, yeah, sign me up. I want to become part of your team?
I do occasional post about the business opportunity and such, and present in a way that, here's an opportunity for you to get in shape, inspire others to do so, and potentially earn additional income while doing so. And it gets people interested, and I've gotten comments that way. Another thing I've done is just reached out to people. The worst thing they can say to you is, no, I'm not interested. So you really have to, put yourself out there, so to speak. I send messages to people and say, hey, as you may know, I became a Beachbody coach. I really think it's a great opportunity. Not only are you bettering yourself through health and fitness, but it's a chance to inspire others to do so as well. Love the opportunity to speak to you about it. Let me know if we can connect sometime. Right. And that kind of response is well.
Okay. Are you yourself personally sharing photos of yourself, call it, yourself working out, yourself in any before or after pictures? Like, do you illustrate for your team page or for your challenge groups your personal changes? You're being a product of the product. Do you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say through Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram every day, sometimes multiple times a day. That's the easiest thing you can do. And one of the vital behaviors is being a product of the product. So in that way, you're not selling anything. You're just being yourself. You're showing them, hey, this is what I do on a daily basis. I make Shakeology drinks in the morning. I post pictures of that. I post the ingredients, stuff like that. I'm not selling Shakeology. What I'm doing is, hey, here's Justin with his daily dose of dense nutrition, and this is what I had today. And people comment or people see that. And I'm not coming off as a salesperson. This is me. Everyone that follows my page right now knows that I'm doing P90X3 because I post pictures of me doing the warrior move or, crouchy push up or whatever it is. They know because I post myself doing that. I post how, the workout made me feel afterwards and so forth. It's just being yourself, being a product of the product. They know what I'm doing, so that gets them intrigued.
It's great, man. Thanks for sharing all this. And it's the big point, guys. You can sit there as a Beachbody coach and you can invite people and set up your challenge groups and maybe get no responses. And when you're not getting responses, it's kind of like, well, why is that? The number one way to get responses is by you yourself sharing how you've become a product of the product, sharing what you're feeling physically or mentally or what changes you've experienced on a daily basis. Taking a picture of your Shakeology and sharing the recipe that you made. And you're not selling it, you're just sharing your daily life. And it doesn't have to be every day, but certainly once in a while, once a week, twice a week, something about the workout you had, how great you felt, boom. And even if people don't respond, guess what? They're watching and they're reading. And it's not going to be right away that a lot of people will respond, but eventually it's kind of like you're just planting seeds. And those seeds will sprout in the future. People will reach out to you regarding your support group and your challenge group. So you're sharing yourself as a product.
Hey, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say that point. You don't know. I had a girl today I went to high school with. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
But I had a girl today reach out to me I went to high school with, and she bought the PIO Challenge Pack, and she bought the three-day refresh. She sent me a message saying that my post inspired her. She wants to get back into shape and such. Now, here's someone that's never commented or liked or done anything to anything that I've said over the past year or so, but she obviously paid attention, was inspired by that, but I wouldn't know it because she never likes or comments. So there's definitely people out there that are on Facebook that That's just part of their personality. They don't like things, they don't comment things, but it doesn't mean they're not listening. So that's one thing I wanted to pass along too is don't get discouraged. If you post out there and it doesn't get the response that you think it should get or what have you, don't get too concerned with that. Keep doing it. Be consistent with it. Don't let that discourage you from putting out that next post, because you only have to inspire someone and get them to want to commit one time. It doesn't need to be each post that you put out there. It doesn't need to get them every single time. You only need to do it once. But just stay consistent with it. And I think if you do that and don't get discouraged, you'll see the success.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a million. And does anybody have any questions they want to ask? Ask away if there's anything you want to know. Just kind of wave your hand in front of the camera if there's anything you want to throw out there. We good? All right. Justin, thanks a lot, man. Always great to have you.
Nope. Thank you.
Okay. So last thing that I want to hit, guys, real quick. I know we're running a little long, but I just want to show you some really quick photos that I took throughout Summit. It just kind of give you a feeling for what we experienced. But there's also a few slides in here that have some very good messages to leave with when it comes to building your business. These were messages that I saw in different presentations throughout the workshops and the education that I attended. And I tried to capture these images to share with the team when I got home. So, okay, fingers crossed. I'm going to a screen share again, and let's just pray that this works out. So hold on.